Acrobatics, keep your balance on your feet. Arcana, yeah. More, that would be best. I want to make sure I don't miss things, and I want to be able to investigate things. I mean, since or Cord is always in the party, having good perception is always good. Investigation is because I want him to be able to like solve mysteries and stuff. He's that kind of an orc. All right, acrobatics, confirm. Gained a spell, gained a cantrip. Mage hand. This seems to be useful a lot. True strike, dancing lights, light, minor illusion. Yeah. I just feel like I get way more bang for my buck by using mage hand. Yeah. True strike. True strike, dancing lights, light, mage illusion. Yeah. Right. And then spells. Planar binding, greater restoration, dominate person, make a humanoid fight alongside you. Every time the creature takes damage, it makes a wisdom saving throw against your domination. That can be really useful. That can be very useful. Requires concentration. Seeming, planar binding, target and an otherworldly creature and attacks constantly own. You will follow and fight you as an ally. It must be celestial, elemental, a fae, or a fiend. That feels very, like, circumstantial. I feel like touch a creature, negate any charm, petrification, stun, or curse afflicting it. I feel like dominate person is useful more often than not. Magical secrets. Your versatile knack for the arcane lets you learn magic from every discipline. Choose some additional spells to add to your repertoire. Ooh. Banishing Smite. Possibly banish your target to another plane of existence. Cone of Cold. Conjure Elemental. Contagion. Wall of Stone. Banishment, Blight, Death Ward, Dominate Beast, Fire Shield, Guardian of Faith. That one's cool. That's what Shadowheart has, which we love to use. Ice Storm, Wall of Fire, Animate Dead, Warden of Vitality. While this aura lasts, you can cast Restore Vitality as a bonus action to heal yourself or nearby allies. Call Lightning. Counter Spell. That's good to have. Crusader's Mantle. Daylight, Fireball, Grant Flight. That's also good. Gaseous Form. Hunger of Adar, Lightning Bolt. Remove Curse, Revivify, Sleet Storm, Slow. Spirit Guardians, that's another cool thing. Yeah, that's a cool thing that Shadowheart has. I don't want to, like, double up, necessarily. Yeah, and then all these other spells. I think we're gonna do Banishing Smite. Yeah. Weapon damage plus 5d10, force, possibly banish a target to another plane of existence. Targets with 50 hit points or more can't be banished. Okay. Okay. That seems like a cool ability, since I use range attacks a lot. Cone of Cold. Conjure Elemental. Contagion. Points at a target and positively afflict them with a disease of your choice. Wall of Stone. That's all really good. Death Ward. Dominate. Beast. Fire Shield. Warden. Call Lightning. Counterspell is really useful. Like, yeah, nullify another creature's spell as a reaction. The spell must be 3rd level or lower. If it is higher, it must succeed a check to nullify it, the difficulty of which is based on the spell's level. As a reaction. Yeah, that would be cool, although I use a lot of... The only thing is I'm wondering how often I can use this, because I have a lot of reaction abilities, and I think you can only use one reaction per round. So if I use Cutting Words, I won't be able to use Counter Spell, and vice versa. So that's my only hesitancy of Counter Spell. Um, but it's very useful. Yeah, because I mean, these are great. Disgorge an elemental ally to follow and fight for you. Contagion. Wall of Stone. Yeah, I mean, Death Ward is useful. Animate Dead. Counterspell. Flight is useful, but I don't know if... Yeah, there's only one person. I feel like I wouldn't need this super often. Revivify. Revive a companion. They return to life with 1 hit point. That's good. The only thing is, I'm one of the squishiest people in the party. Like, Horde normally is the person who needs to be revivified, if I'm being 100% honest. And then slow is always useful. This one's concentration. I kind of want to pick up something that doesn't require concentration. So this is a cool thing. It doesn't require concentration. I feel like it's either going to be between Counterspell, Fly, and Revivify. Revive a companion. A lot of companions go down. They don't die super often. So that's my only concern. This is so hard. I'm leaning again towards Elemental though, because having Cord conjure an element to help fight with us is also kind of neat too. And he normally doesn't have things that he can summon. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Conjure Elemental. He doesn't have any summons. I think it would be fun to have a summon ability just for a change. Because he's got buffs, he's got debuffs. I'm worried that Counterspell I won't be able to use as often. Slow is great, don't get me wrong. Flight is great, but it's very situational. Spirit Guardians would be one of the things I would pick up, but he doesn't get into melee as often. And Revivify, I try to avoid people dying, so replace spell. Speak with animals, healing word, silence. I don't use silence as much as I should. I probably should. Cloud of Daggers. I use Cloud of Daggers all the time. It's still really good. Greater Invisibility, Dimension Door, Confusion, Mass Cure Wounds, Hold Monster. If I replace Silence, what would I replace it with? With Seeming, Planar Binding, or Greater Restoration? Yeah. That within... But that's a touch. I have to touch a creature to negate it. That's a little bit less useful. Freedom of movement, polymorph, bestow curse, fear, feign death, hypnotic pattern. I'm forget it. I think we're not going to... I'm gonna keep silence because I probably should be using it more often. Nothing is... I think I'm okay with that because none of the other spells jumped out as being obviously better than silence. I just probably need to use silence more often. I think that's just the thing. Ooh. Guidance is always good. Produce flame and resistance. Makes the target more resistant to spell effects and conditions. It receives a 1d4 bonus to saving throws. That's good, but I mean honestly, guidance, I use it all the time. We use guidance, and when Shadowheart's not around, having Halsin do it is fantastic. So, Greater Restoration, that's good for him to have. And then Insect Plague. Yeah, I think this is what I would do for him. Yeah. Contagion. Well, Wall of Stone. Let's have him be more offensive. Yeah. Anger Biting. This is good, but I'll do Contagion. Poison a target and possibly afflict them with a disease of your choice. Yeah, that sounds a little bit more druidic. Alright, Monk, level 10. Health increase. This one's easy, straightforward. Additional key point. Improved unarmored movement. Increases by 6 feet while not wearing armor using a shield. Purity of body. You're immune to poison damage and can't be poisoned or affected by disease thanks to the purifying key flowing through your meditations. That means I can go through Cloud Kill, I think. I believe, because I think Cloud Kill is poison. So that would be really cool. And our Barbarian. Subclass features. Unstable Backlash. While in rage, when you take damage or fail a saving throw, you trigger another wild magic effect that replaces the current one. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Water Davian. Cheese Wedge.
Just poking around.
Arsonist Oil, Oil of Bane. She doesn't really use weapons, but we can always give that to someone else. Actually, does she have a bow?
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Okay. Torn Parchment.
At least things have stayed interesting.
This letter is torn and stained, and some words are indecipherable. Take the something list, find the V, and make an offering in his name. Bring it to try, prove your worth, become the highest record. I'm just going to pick it up as evidence, just in case. This disguise kit is probably evidence too.
Ah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
And this one is evidence. Yeah. I'll take that.
Another step forward.
Okay, well, that's done.
Mind it. Honestly.
So how are we supposed to normally get to this point? Oh, there's this. Is there a staircase here? Oh, there's a ladder here. I see. I see. I must have missed this ladder. Ah, that's where I missed it. Oh, I'm behaving myself. Weave moss.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Okay. Also, we should distill or extract all our ingredients. Nice.
This adventurer lot.
Let's go back to
Doesn't make any sense.
the Charis Caress. Alright, let's save before we talk to Valeria, or whatever their name is. Valeria.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again?
Father Logan's murder is just one bigger plot, a ball plot. I found another body in Flower Flowers nearby. I think it's related. A group of shape-shifting assassins were in the temple along with more murder victims. Yeah, a group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple along with more murder victims.
While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
I found another body in the flap house nearby. I think it's related.
You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that.
You are so patronizing.
I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor?
Father Lorgan's murder is just one of the bigger plot, a Baal plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory?
It's not a theory, I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murderers to the Baalist resurgence. Baals recruiting initiates to his cult, committing murders is how they received an invite. I reserve judgment till I undertake further investigation. Why should I tell you? Doesn't Psyche even care? Isn't it your job to come up with theories? It's not a theory, I have proof.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork
But
as
it's
it is.
true.
Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why
What?
don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here.
You are-
Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Okay. You are really useless, aren't you?
Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Whoa, whoa, that jug, like, switched over. We got a lower city pass. Investigator Valeria is now convinced Father Lorgan's murder is linked to a wider plot, and has asked us to bring the news to our constable, Gauntlet Devella, in the lower city's Elf Song Tavern. Okay. How do I get there? How do I get to Elf Song Tavern? Find Night Song, speak with Laura Ken. How do I... Requisition Barn. Where do I go? Nimble. Deal with the devil. Lower City Pass. The holder of this pass is provided with access to Lower City, Investigator Valeria. So is that up here?
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadence? Pure ecstasy.
Is that up here?
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tools for the job.
Very leather-like.
No, he merely offered
Doesn't look like that takes me to Lower City. Blaze Ellen.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Okay. What's special about today? Baldur's Gate is my home, I don't need permission. Investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer is on the loose. Such a bother. Whatever contribute to the Flaming Fist Orphans Fund. Please let me in. I'm meant to be in the Coronation Orchestra. It's my big break. No, I'll say Investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer is on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Worms Rock Fortress.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished.
Really?
Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
What?
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last.
Oh my.
I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Okay, this city will never be yours. A pleasure to meet you. Could we talk to face? I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you. I'm gonna play his game for now. A pleasure to meet you. Could we talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
I just want to go find our murderer. Confront Lord Gortash. Get Gortash's name into the audience hall. Find the Night Song. Whoa, I don't want to do that.
All you can do is be patient.
Better. I almost believed you this time.
Confront Lord Gortash. I just want the checkpoint. I just want the waypoint. Okay. I don't really want to get to... I don't want to go to the main quest right now. I'm trying to... What I'm doing is I'm trying to help out with Jaheira right now. And these murders. Jaheira and these murders are my priority.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
Good. Nortash's Netherstone. I'll do that later. Blaze of Vora.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Lord Gortash can wait.
Keep those feet moving.
See, she said keep those feet moving. Oh my goodness.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke.
Oh, that's where he is.
A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Okay, good to know. Alright, everything's happening. Zora...
Go on up. Pay Gortash.
Do we have to? How about... Not right now. Venture forth? No. Oh, this takes us to Lower City. I do want to go to Lower City and figure out this... One thing at a time. I'm figuring out a murder crisis here. I don't think... Hopefully by going to Lower City doesn't, like, reset everything. Yeah, let's venture forth. I'm hoping that I can still do the other missions. I'm just trying to be very strategic and very, like, focused on how I am going about Baldur's Gate. Lower City. Oh my, look at all of... wow, everything's happening. Fight Night Song. Murder target Frank. Murder target Cora. Talk to Gauntlet de Vela in the Elf Song Tavern. Murder target Rovir. The Pale Elf, reach Cazador's Palace. Murder target Figaro. Murder target Nesha. Murder target Alexandra.
On the way here. We've got almost nothing
No one
left.
stopped me yet.
And you want to take that from us?
Yes,
Have you thought any more about how we might find Nyx?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best.
Okay.
Nine Fingers Keen.
Oh, Nine Fingers
A
Keen.
name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
The guild? You'd throw your lot in with the thieves? I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord. She's no one to be trifled with. I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there.
Interesting.
How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall. We will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Perhaps. Okay. Do you have anything to say about it?
I received a dispatch from the Grove.
Oh.
Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended.
I'm happy to hear
My
that.
chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice.
Nice.
Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Cool. Glad. Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway if not for you. Don't downplay your achievements.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures. That is where true leadership lies. Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor, and no one can ask more of you. Grove aside, I'm glad you stayed with me. You could resume your position at the Grove once you defeated the Absolute. Not everyone is meant for leadership. There's no shame in walking away. You served the Grove well and found a worthy successor. No one can ask more of you.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oakfather willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one. I've been... but honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded.
Okay. Jaheira, do you have anything else to say?
Yes?
No? Okay. Karlach?
I made it back. I'm here.
You did. You made it back.
Thank the gods.
Thank the gods.
Thank the gods.
The Emperor. Alright.
All animals must be surrendered.
Where is the High Harper? Speak to Nine Fingers Keen at the Guild Hall. Yeah, okay. The stout and sturdy. Let's
Only way to
What
raise
if we
a war.
do?
chat. Shall we? Oh, wow. The lower city camp is not as cheery as the upper, I suppose.
But please.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Thank you, Yenna. Still wondering who her mother actually is. That worries me. Astarion.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Paint a picture that lasts longer. Are you alright?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
No, I just wanted to check on you, Astarion. A lot's been going on with you in Cazador and stuff.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help.
Cool.
There's nothing that...
Just a kiss. Never get tired of that. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Double doors.
Let's see what this does.
Karlach. Oh. Who's in here? Oh, cool. We've got a chapel here. That's neat. Dusty book. This book has all but crumbled to dust, making it impossible to read. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow, they're all spread out here.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously Ordinary.
Ordinary? Really?
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
It's good to be back.
I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
Okay. Will.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
It seems Grand Duke Stellman's been murdered. Did you know her at all?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stellmain was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Gone before her time. It sounds like, what a tragedy. If Stillman was suffering, maybe death was a blessing. I sense there's something more to this story.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stellmain didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Gone before our time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stellmain is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Thank you, Will. I think that's it. Our daily dose of mugwort.
I'll take that.
Let's start looking at Lower City for a little bit.
Turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
What's going on here?
What good is that? Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
Okay, hi. Turnip bubs.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Drusivaville?
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Is your husband the dude in the caress? Is that him?
Provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper.
Or the stout and sturdy? Or the stout and sturdy? Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quests. Master Lorokin, the arcanist of Arkthala, the recluse of Razmith's tower, seeks brave enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover a storied artifact. The Night Song for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Fist Murphy. What are you doing, Fist Murphy?
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced.
Is this one of Blaze 40's infamous punishments?
Yes. I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaze Portier I'd never do it again.
Portier.
Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me.
That's kind of funny. Good luck. How long is that going to take? Pretend to push him. No, he wouldn't do that. You're a flaming fist. How dare you steal from peoples you're supposed to protect? If you were truly sorry, you would be working night and day. You'd be willing to die for forgiveness. You're a flaming fist. How dare you steal from people you're supposed to protect?
I'm sorry, all right? It was the spur of the moment. And I'm sorry.
All right, I believe you. I believe you. Fist Murphy. Basilisk Gate. Astral Maria. The High Harper stuff is over here, though. Let me go to that one. Oh, the gallows. This edge Arnsen.
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers.
Let's try to avoid that. How about you wait until I commit a crime before threatening me? Careful, a big guy like you makes me a target. I'll stay out of trouble. I'll stay out of trouble.
Good. Now move along before I charge you with loitering.
Yeah, there's no need to shake the wasp's nest.
Really won't feel it.
Shame, no. Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
Let's save really quickly.
Very welcome, sir.
What's the strange beggar? Lumbar? Is that a
Come to have a
undead?
go. Give it your best shot.
That's okay.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot. The smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit
I
me.
don't want to hit you, sir. A strange way to earn your keep. Do many take you up on this? That's a cheap price for allowing someone to beat you up. Usually people pay me not to hit them. Pay the gold. A strange way to earn your keep. Do many take you up on this?
Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it
That's
out
really
on.
sad.
Go on. You seem like you've something pent up.
No, I think we were able to release all.
So, you having a go or not?
No, I think I Cord released a lot of pent-up stuff over at the Caress. Sharess's Caress. Of course, I'm not going to hit you.
Then move. Let someone else have a go.
Okay. That's really sad. I was gonna give him like 15 gold for just not hitting him. 15 gold and not hit him. I don't know if that's an option. The High Harper. Speak to Nine Fingers King in the Guild Hall. Is the Guild Hall down here? Lower City Sewers. Oh my.
That might be worth a look.
I don't think this is where the Guild Hall is. Let's not be in the sewers of a big city like this. I'm surprised it wasn't like a nausea status. Where exactly am I supposed to go? Oh, so the guild hall is there. Okay. It is in the manhole. Fine. The problem is I didn't quite see what the perception... Ah.
Do what must be done.
Find the night song. Hi Harper, speak to Nine Fingers Keen at the guild hall. So I have to go through the sewers to get to the guild hall?
I have a lot on my mind.
Is that what I have to
well,
do?
In it.
Maybe I do. Murder target, murder target, murder target. The pale elf. Find the night song, murder target, murder target. Investigate the murders, murder target. Yeah, I guess I do have to go through the... Yeah. We made it to Worm's Rock Fortress and were invited to Gortash's inauguration upstairs. We'll get to there later. Knights have decided to camp with us. We should see what the wizard in Baldur's Gate wants with her. We learned Gortash is currently being ordained as Archduke of Baldur's Gate. This could be Karlach's chance to confront him. We found Mizora at Worm's Rock Fortress. She insisted we attend Gortash's ordination, seek her out afterwards. Jaheira wants to speak to Nine Fingers Keen, leader of Criminal Guild. She believes the Guildmaster might have a lead on how to find her old friend, Minsk.
At your command.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do that then.
Oakfather east the road.
Oh. Is that a... It's a... How the heck did she get through? And the rest of us
Shouldn't
did
have
not.
wished to live in more interesting times.
How the heck did she get through? Okay, that's really weird. Force damage against this entity is doubled. Do I have force? I don't know if any of our
Let
characters...
me guess, you need something.
Yeah.
Someday I will sit down. I mean it.
Oh, there we go. I can hit it from the other side. There we go. Let's go. Harper. Okay.
What to do? Best be on my way.
Now what? I mean, I can try to... I can try to unlock it, if that's where we're supposed to go. I don't know if this is how we're supposed to get over to... But I mean, it's right there. Speak to Nine Fingers.
Come on, open up.
20. Guidance. Let's try it. Good job, board. No entry, no exit. Ooh. Made it. Beneath the gate. Beneath the gate. Nice, they're both inspired. Enter the undercellar.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Save. Hola. Don't Don't mind us. Lady
Something's on my
Lockjaw.
mind.
What? Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
Lady Ague? Nine Fingers Keen. Devil's Fee Observer's Report. Notes from Himberlu, a street beggar employed by the guild as his spy, on activity at the Devil's Fee Antiquity Shop. The report concludes with the following. Though the majority of my report concerns the visits of well-known patriarchs to Hellslick's establishments, aristocrats who might be blackmailed to keep such visits secrets, there was another visitation that I feel should not be overlooked. The arms dealer Gortash, along with the known Ballast leader, met yesterday with Hellsick for a considerable period. Upon leaving the shop, I overheard Gortash to remark, "What did I tell you? If Hellsick can get us into the House of Hope, she can get us into Mephistar too." Lady Quincy.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
Okie dokie. Oktar.
It's an orphanage, Uktar. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero.
Oh, really?
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a Harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholy.
Yeah, we broke in.
Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
Hi there, I'm a friend of Jaheira's. A passerby. I heard you serve good food down here. Just exploring the local sewer life. Let Jaheira let Jaheira do the talking.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, he owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak.
Yay!
Parts of him.
What?
At least. I gave no orders about the condition of his gold.
What? Why?
Treachery is this, Nine Fingers. Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. Stone Lord.
Lies.
You say that name as if it means nothing. What makes you think he's joined the Absolute? Maybe he just doesn't like thieves. It makes sense, Jaheira. We know the cult can be persuasive. You say that name as if it means something.
It should. My people speak it in the same breath as Saravok and Demagogon. But he's just another upstart. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this right little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush. Tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone.
Not for us. She's not alone. She has me. You really think that will stop her? We can handle this. Trust us. Prepare to attack. We can handle this. Trust us.
I don't let trust tie my hands. That's why I sit in this very fine office. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
I don't like this. Well, Jaheira.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift.
Okay. Sounds good. Where do you suggest we begin?
I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times.
Well,
these days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about.
We'll loosen some lips. We'll loosen some lips.
This Stone Lord and Minsk are one and the same. Jaheira's friend has taken a dark turn, it seems.
I hope not. I hope not.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse.
I would think.
The real Minsk would never join up with the God's damned absolute.
That's what Cord would think.
Maybe we can help him. The prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
That's a good idea, actually. That's a very good idea. You're not going to say anything else, are you?
Keep the Harper out of trouble. Just because I don't want to kill her doesn't mean I won't. Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry. Is there something you require of a humble guildmaster?
What can I do to help you? Why do I need the guild? I've been doing well enough without you so far. We're not done discussing Minks. Call off your ambush. That's not gonna work. I need information. I ran into some of your thugs. The Rivington rats? I'll start with what can I do to help you?
Keep me from having to kill the Harper. Which means keeping out of the guild's way. All right. Wonderful.
Okay. I ran into some of your thugs. The Rivington rats?
Oh. Did you enjoy the encounter?
They got a payday out of me. I don't think they enjoyed it. They seemed like upstanding citizens. They got a payday out of me.
A charitable donation to the good protectors of Rivington. Was that the tune that played you? The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly. So I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose.
Why do I need the guild? I've been doing well enough without you so far.
You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful.
Parliament of Peers?
The Absolutes at our gate. And the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it.
I need information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab.
How is it you know so much about the cult of the Absolute and its leaders? How is your fight against the Absolute going? You and Jaheira are an odd pairing. How do you know one another? I noticed the mercenaries in your hall. Since when does the guild work with the Zentarum? I'd like to know more about the guild. Actually, how is it you know so much about the cult of the Absolute and its leaders?
Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem.
There's more to it than just the dead three.
Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet.
Nah. I don't know. I don't know if I trust her that much. Nothing. Never mind.
Right. Well, war to be fought. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, I don't know if I trust her. Alright, I'm leaving. Lady Quinsby.
Knife.
A hot one, I think. Black.
Someone's vintage Moonshae Zinfandel collection. But it looks like a lot of the bottles have gone missing.
Wow, this...
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
Painfully.
Minsk, the Great Ranger. He's alive and infected. Else, we need to act.
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jaheira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all.
Well, I think we can fix that. I think we can help him. Hopefully. It would be very sad if we couldn't. Look at this washboard. That's what I would think.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less.
I would think...
Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us.
It'll be fine. I'm surprised you have a washboard, Asterion, because your abs obviously are probably better.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition.
Yes.
Soldier.
Alright, another save. Let's go ahead and see if we can find this mix. Hello. Oh, Lady Ague. Oh, let's chat. Severn. The bar is a good place to start.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer?
Any gossip you can share?
Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that. Now, what can I get you?
What do you have then?
Beverages of distinction. Or in some cases, extinction.
Huh.
If you ain't careful.
Oh.
How you feeling today? Lucky?
Let's see the liquors list. Drunken Cloth. While drunk, you have advantage on Constitution saving throws and gain temporary hit points to your Constitution modifier at the start of your turn. That is interesting. Play a drunken... I feel like you could play a drunken fighter. Floridor.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
I believe that. See, that's gossip. That's the tea.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming!
Lady Ague.
Don't mind the lady's court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Oh, okay.